My violin. I think I got it tuned, and I think it has started snowing outside. My whole body hurts, which is a little bit depressing. So I feel a little bummed out. And I was very cold. I think I was chilled. So I have put on another sweater, come upstairs, and I've cranked up the heat. All the heat rises, you know. So I thought I would play my violin. I was supposed to go see my daughter this afternoon, but my knee was bad. And then I just didn't want to chance it because my car might be a bit of an extra walk from the house, and I don't want to have to deal with that if my knee hurts. I don't want to have to take along a walker, is what I'm saying. And I've also got pain here and there, you know? Having an old lady day. Today I'm an old lady. Rheumatism. Oh, I'm in my rocking chair and the rheumatism has set in. Willem is outside shoveling the driveway. Hey, you want to see where I put the deer feed? I have a new spot. But if I show you that, I have to get up. But I can't hold this and play the violin. You see, no violin playing. I've been working on my Minecraft OBS, Open Broadcasting Software. So I have some OBS. And I have it all configured so that it shows my picture in the corner and all of the Minecraft scene that I'm working on. That's all together. And that works. But then when I try to manage and create broadcast or something like that, I always get an error message. And I don't understand the error message. It says API message or API error message, and then of the API there's like 100 or 20, whatever they are. I don't know what they mean. So I don't know what they mean to do. I went on Reddit to try and ask about that, and people are wanting to stream to Twitch. I'm not on Twitch. Should I get on Twitch? What's Twitch about? I don't know. Twitch and Twitter. Is it another one that's owned by Facebook or now called Meta? Strange how they can just decide to change a name and now we all have to change our vocabulary. It's like, hello. I guess it's like that when different people want to be called different titles, you know. They no longer like the like race and tribe, all those things. They want to change them all so they have new names for everything. But it's just a translation of the same thing, isn't it? Anyway, I think I have something stuck in my teeth. That would be another old lady thing. You know, there's a lot of, hey, you know what we could do while we sit here? You could sit over here, and then at least I'll be accomplishing something. Look at that. Look at that. Is that perfect or what? You're just leaning against my laptop. So I think what we will do now is we will thread up some bobbins. Oops. But before we do that, actually, I think this is going to be bobbin lace. That's what we're going to do. So first we take our bobbin pillow, it's just called a pillow. Bobbin lace pillow. It's rather dusty. Guess I haven't used it for a while. Boy, doesn't that look beautiful now, this nice velvet. Best way to make velvet look nice. Okay, so first thing we need is we have to put down a blue piece of paper. Okay, and onto the blue piece of paper, we need to take our thing. It's a coronet fan, and so we will do it there, and then we will add a curved one, and then we'll add another one, so we'll end up with a collar. So we're going to put this onto this, and then we're going to pin through both of them onto okay, so I have this box of pins, they're very small pins, and I have this container. So I put a hole in the container and it goes through. But let's put it in the container, and then it'll hold the container basically in place. We could put a second one since it doesn't have a big enough head on it. There, okay. Now it won't come off. Okay, and I'll start with taking some pins, and I wonder if you can see what I'm going to do. I don't think so. Not unless I hold you like this. Okay, so what you have to do to begin is you're going to end up cutting this piece of paper. But before you cut it, we shall pin it down, and we'll pin this piece to it. And now where the pin is going to go when I'm doing this, where the knot is, that's where the pin is going to be. Wow. That won't go through. This is not maybe a good enough piece of paper. So let's try it again here. All right, that worked. Okay, so what we're going to do in the end is we're going to make, let's get it to just stay down first. Now you need to be pretty accurate. These need to go right in the little empty spaces. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make holes everywhere that there is one of those hole things. We don't have to put them in all the way. You probably don't even need to do this, but this is the way I was taught. So you put pinholes everywhere. And then when you're actually doing it, well, this should be put down like that, like permanently down. And then I got two of them there. No wonder that was so hard to put in. So we're going to pin it off of the picture. See, it's not on the picture. And then this will stay permanently pinned down, so those can go in all the way. Okay, and then, so this is not pinned over here. I think what I'll do is I'll just pin them when I'm doing it, right? So now we're going to have this many pieces. So there's going to be this many pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to need 10 pairs. And they are going to hang from these places. So we're going to have one. I'm going to have to put the pin in. Hi, Regina. I think you're the only one here. So we'll start from the top and we'll put these beside it. And I'm not going to pin it all right now. I'm not going to make the pinholes everywhere. So this is bobbin lace, Regina. So I said the first thing you do is you glue down your piece of blue construction paper or poster board, your little pin thing, and this is your pillow, this thing here. Oops. And if you put it on the center and you work through it, you can move it up as you go. So I'm actually completely doing this wrong. I'm going to just do this because I'm already this far in it and I don't feel like taking it apart. So each one of these pins is going to hold 2 bobbins, like a pair of bobbins with string in between. And they're each going to start, and they're going to make the knots there. And then we're going to take out these pins and put a new pin in the center of the knot. See all these little holes there? These holes, there was a pin in there, you see? But that pin didn't go in there until after this pair was tied into a knot. And then when it was tied into a proper knot, the first pin was removed. But we're not getting there yet. We're still putting our pins in here so that our bobbins will hang just above this. So these are the 10. So we have 10 pairs of string, right? Well, it looks like we have one over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're right, we have 11 pairs. So we start at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? So those will be my 11 pairs. So next, the next thing we do here is we need to put some bobbin string on the bobbins. Okay? Oops. There we go. So let's get some bobbins. Here's some bobbins. And here's some string. Isn't this nice to work together like this? It's cold out there today, and it's raw now. It's supposed to snow this afternoon, and it's only -17, but I tell you, it feels a lot colder than it did at -30. Because, hey, some of these have stuff on them. But I think they're too little amount. We're going to take, so we've got 11 of those pins in there. So we're going to have 11 rows that we're going to make lace on. So we need 11. To make one row, you need 2 bobbins, right? So it's going to be 22 bobbins. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a place in Ithaca that you can buy this stuff. 7, or just look up bobbin lace online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's half of them. Maybe I'm just better to keep them out in the bag until I want them, right? Alright, so I'll just start with 2 of them. And let's take 3 meters. Oh, that's a broken piece. One, 2, what? No, low power. To be plugged in here. What's going on? So if you die, I guess it's because it didn't plug you in. I can try it on this other one. I don't want to take them in and out a lot though, because supposedly I'm trying to keep them from breaking. It doesn't really work. Okay. Hey, you know what I could do? I could plug it into my laptop. That works. And then if it doesn't work, I hear it go ding, 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 ding. I can't hear anything on the other one. I'm busy playing. Took me a long time before I figured out that a USB had a line in it, and that if you lined it up with the other one, it was good. This one has a hole through it. Strange. Okay, how are we doing here? So let's start again. 1. Hey, I didn't hear it ding when I plugged it in, did I? No. Now I did. Oh no, that was the other thing. There it is. I hope that means it's... That's not. There, that's a yes. Doot, doot, doot. Now it's a no. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, we don't have scissors. Okay. So now, make a loop, and then another loop, and then another loop, until you've got 3 loops. So you make a loop, and you tighten it around it, put it down to the bottom or the top, and then trying to hold it beside each other, you know, just fill up the bobbin. Hi, Susie Q. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you're out there. So I'm not doing tea time so much. I mean, I have tea, but I'm going to make bobbin lace. I used to really like doing bobbin lace. There's this nice feel to it. As you pick up the bobbins, you take 2 and put them over, and 2 and put them over, and cross the middle one. And you do that a million times, and that's all you do. And then, of course, after that series, then you tie the bobbins, the 2 bobbins, you just tie them together like that in one knot. I don't think you make 2 knots. It's a half knot. Or a half hitch. Oh, you've never seen this. These are the bobbins. And this is the lace. It's what it's going to look like. It will look like that. And so we're starting, we've got our pins up at the top. Each pin will hold a string with 2 bobbins, each, 2 of these. And we will pick up 2, and we will go over other 2, and then we'll pick up the 2 we missed, and we'll go the other way. And then we cross the middle. I think that's usually how we do it. I may have to get out my book just to make sure I got the right goods on it. Yeah, that's the pattern, right? So I thought maybe a collar. Wouldn't a collar be nice? Collar would be useful. I mean, I could wear it on this. This one doesn't have a collar on it. Whatever. Okay, so we'll get our other bobbin and we'll start this one. And I did have a bobbin loader. What was that called? A winder? Did you see that in the bin downstairs? I suppose it's pretty important because otherwise it takes a very long time to do this. La 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 la. Fly away. Da, 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 da. Fly away. Who sings that? Is that the Beatles? All of my have gone, and she's getting ready. This is not very much. 3 meters. Maybe I could do them together. This is not enough. 3 meters. Should be bumping out. but we'll just go with this. Okay, and now when you get them close together, you're supposed to do 2 times. You go around your finger. You know how you go like this to put it on? This is your little security thing. You go like that. I think you're supposed to do it, no, you're not supposed to do it twice, but you see it holds it then. So then we put the other one, do the same thing. Let's make it a little tighter so our bobbins are closer together because we're just beginning here. Okay, so you put that over there. And that's your beginning. Actually, that's, and then if you need more, as you need more, you do it like this, and somehow it works. Except it's not working. Where's my big red glasses when I need them? Okay, I gotta do this over. You have to make sure that when you do it, it's at the end, all by itself. And then you can unwrap and unwrap, but you can't really wrap up. Okay, so now we'll take this, and we shall put it shall bring you over here. Oh, now you're just unplugged. Now you're plugged in. Okay. Sorry. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. That's the one we want to hear. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. Okay, and so 2 of them alone can't do anything. 2 of them need to interact with the next 2. Okay? But what they're going to do is they're going to pick up 2 and put them across and pick up the other 2 and bring them across. So you're ending up making a weaving pattern as you go back and forth. And then you tie the 2 and the 2 together. And one of them is going to be moving across. So that'll be the traveling pair. Okay, so we've got to get another one now. Oh, no. Lacing. You were the first here, Regina. Regina, and hi. Hi, Diane, you taking a break? What are you taking a break from? You've been busy all morning? Oops. It's kind of nice that we can take breaks together, isn't it? Oh, my goodness. At least I know if it's charging or not. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so where's my bobbin bag? We'll get out 2 more bobbins. I think 3 meters is not going to be enough. It might get down to the end of here, but I'm not sure it'll even get that far. I don't know. It's when you need a pattern book that'll tell you. The pattern book is downstairs, but that would, uh-oh, no, it's saying low battery, and how come it can attach twice? One, 2, 3. Maybe 3 meters goes on each bobbin. I don't know. We're just going to start off with whatever we're doing here. And we'll just start over when we get to the end, because who knows, we never get to the end. And then where will it be? Okay, so then we hold that down at the bottom, and around we go. It helps if they're lined up. I heard that sound. Can't fool me. I had such a good time with the grandchildren this weekend. I'm so glad they got to have a sleepover. But what do? I have three grandchildren that are around here, and two bedrooms. And the children whose bedrooms these are, they lived here, and those were their bedrooms from the time they were born until they moved, just at the beginning of the pandemic. So do they cease being their bedrooms? You know, like, so that there's three children and nobody's got their own bedroom? How does that work? Or do we just have I don't know what to, oops. Yeah, 3 meters is not much, is it? I shouldn't have done it all on that one. So we'll try and do it like this. Try and make them even. I could have done that by measuring my string. You see, you get smarter as you do it, as you make all the mistakes. You get smarter and you can do a better job. Now, if I were to put them on, going the same direction, and if I were to hold this in my teeth, and if I were to do this, I'll make them short enough that it will work. Okay, they're both gonna go the same way. Oh, I don't know. It's not working the way I figured it would. So this bobbin lace looks like tatting when it's done. No, it doesn't. No, never mind. Strike it from the record. But make sure you don't have anything in the way when you put this over the top. Now you can do this with anything, you know, you can use toothpicks. Okay, so I'm putting one on each. And I put it up here at the end. Push everything out of the way. Make a loop around my finger and then put it on here. And if it comes apart, you didn't do the loop going the right direction. Okay, and so now we will hang this on the second pin. Not an easy job. These two pins are close together. Okay. So there we have it. Okay, so now we have these two sets of pins. I really should have put this in the middle of the pillow. So there's our two sets of pins. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these two, oops, let's spread them out. Keep your pillow sort of bent. Okay, so we're going to take these two and we'll go that way. And then these two will go that way. So this is a half of a step if you just go like this. So you just take these and you go over one. and then you take this one and you go back. And then you pull them together like that. And you can put in your pin. And so the pin now is going to go in that very first hole that looks like where the knot was made around it. Okay, so you see that one there? I've got it holding these. Maybe I have to make this bigger. My fingernails are too long. Hi everybody. Okay, so there we go. So I put the pin in right in there. And now, so there's a half a knot is above the pin. And now I do the same thing again. Oops, now I have to make it a lot littler. Okay, so now I've got two of them. I've got a knot, well, not really a knot, you know. All I did was take these two and I took them and I put them over that way. And then I took the one between those and I put it back. So I do that, and now I pull that tight and we have a knot, because we have two sets of it. Okay, and now we can push that pin all the way in. So it's gone. See, and now that's going to hold our little knot there. Okay, and now we have to make another set. I have to make two more sets actually, so we can do the same thing. We're going to work our way across there and do all that. You like how I say we? Like I'm really imagining that you're going to do this with me. Wonder how far I will go on it before I decide I don't feel like doing it anymore. I may go the whole way. Wouldn't that be fun? Or I may go, you know, do it today and never pick it up again. Sometimes that's what happens. That's what happened to stained glass. I think stained glass was just stopped working. The glass stopped being usable. Or it would be too brittle. But I think I have to put it in the oven, so I'll just have to do that. But I have to make the decision that I'm going to do that and where I'm going to put it. That's 3, and I don't think 3 is long enough. 4, 5, 6. Probably a dumb idea, wasn't it? Let's just keep them all together, so everything. So it's not going to go very far though, and I don't know how to connect them very well. But look, we have a knot, and that's because we have a piece of hair in it. A piece of hair does all the difference. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. 1. Oh, that's the one that doesn't have any on it. We'll try it again. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then we'll make a slip knot. Is that what that's called? Is a slip knot? Made it a little too big. What's with this? Have I done it the wrong way? Oh, don't do that. We don't want a big knot on this because it'll show up on the lace. Okay. So we've got 3. Now we're going to have 1 1/2. We'll just do a little bit. Do you ever remember your grandmother's house? Do you ever remember playing in your grandmother's house? One day my cousin and I decided that we were going to explore. Well, I probably was the one that decided, let's look for some, let's see if we can find any hidden, like a hidden area. We'll measure all the rooms and make sure that all the space is accounted for. We did that. That was kind of a neat thing to do, wasn't it? I have no idea how old we were. Took me long enough. So I took food out for the deer. I put it in several places. My fingers are not, there's not enough friction on them. I think it's snowing little bit. What do you think? You know, when it's cold and dry, when it's really cold, it's dry. But when the dew point is, I don't know, something about the dew point. If it gets too warm out there, it gets so cold. I know it doesn't sound like it would be logical, does it? But the warmer it is below freezing, the colder it feels. But once it's -30, it sort of bites. It doesn't feel cold. It doesn't make you shiver or anything. It doesn't go into you. It just bites your skin. It bites your nose and bites your toes as over the river we go. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh in the white and drifted snow. Look at how I remembered that those pins are there. Over the river and through the woods, dash high my dapple gray. And stings the nose and bites the toes, as over the river. So this is the next pin. Probably can't see it. This is the next pin, number 3. So we'll put it over that. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to use the last 2, the pink ones. I think they're both together. The pink one, yeah, they should be together. So the pink ones are going to be my walkers. They're going to go across. My travelers. Make sure these are not twisted, but I think you're supposed to use a couple of twists at the beginning, actually. So we'll just twist it once and twice, okay? So we have a twist at the beginning. And now we're going to take these 2 and we'll go this long pink one and that one. They're going to go across these, and that one goes back. We pull it and we put in a pin. It's very simple. That is the stitch. Well, there's another half of a stitch there too. So you go like that, and you put in a pin right below this stitch is a hole. It's a little black dot in the work. And then you're going to do the same thing again. So you've got one, this needs to be tighter. There is a way to tighten them without undoing them like this. And when I look it up in the book, I'll know what it is. Alright, so we've got, these two are our new ones, and these are across our pinks. So if we started traveling now, our pinks would be 1 and 1, so they have to be together. So this is the way we ended it. I believe we ended it like that. So now we're going to take our 2 pinks and we're going to go across that way again, and then we'll do like that. And now our pinks are together, you see? And we'll pull up those 4. I did it right. Hope I did it right. Oops, we'll pull them up and we'll put another pin now. We'll close that pin. There we go. Did it come off the pin? It did. Okay. So now we need 2 more. So we'll make 2 more bobbins. And what's happening over here? Is everybody having a nice time? You have one of these kits, eh? So have you ever used it? I have a book. It's called Torchon Lace. Torchon lace. Some of these you use thread that is microscopic. And you end up with very fine lace. Where'd my bag of pins go? How can you just lose it? It just was right here. It's not here. It's not there. And there it is, way over there, just in the background, looking like bits of cookies or something. Oh, those were the days to just sit and eat cookies and brownies and whatever I felt like eating. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. This was the life we choose, we fight and never lose. Those were the days, oh yes, those were the days. La 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 la. Oh, don't forget your likes and thumbs ups and subscriptions if you want. I mean, people do that sometimes. But it has come to my attention that most of the people that watch Nancy Today are not subscribed. What am I to make of that, I wonder? I'm glad I don't feel emotionally attached to these things. That's no fun. Somebody was telling me the other day about how somebody had friended somebody, but why not her? I don't think your head should go into that place. I don't think you should think about that. My head has gone there. I recognize those thoughts. But it's not a good place for your head to go. Not at all. How are you feeling, Susie? You're up with us, aren't you?